What is going on, my YouTube friends, my Patreon friends? How we living today? What's happening, man? There's a lot of y'all in the FLO group. There's got to be a name. There's got to be a group name or something. There was a lot of y'all that showed up, man. This was a lot of fun. So my friend Jordan sent me another one. This is Feature Me live at Discover Artists to watch. Oh, this is another one of these. Like, okay, I gotcha. So is this like the new Battle of the Bands? Is this like the big superstar version of Battle of the Bands now? Because I'm here for it, man. I used to love Battle of the Bands. We used to go to those all the time, watch them, compete in them, all of it. Anyway, Jordan, all my friends watching this, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. I've got the original link, like the link that I'm watching, in the description box. And if y'all have any takeaways, if you like this reaction, if you're not tired of the song by the end of it, I'd appreciate if you went and watched that video through all the way to the end as well. Gave them the view and gave them the rotation, because there's a couple things that really help. One is watching the video all the way to the end, and plus I understand the give and take in the reaction kind of field or space of content creation, and I want to make sure that they're getting the view too. So if y'all are willing, if y'all like this, I'd appreciate if after this you went and gave them the view and all that stuff, man. It'd be great. Let me pull this up and let's watch this.
Not what I usually do, but I've been peeping you. I'm trying to play it cool, but it's too much. It got me breaking the rules. Ain't no stepping to. He's my forbidden fruit. Yeah.
Before we get too far into this, I just want to give a shout out to the Canadian tuxedo. There's something about denim, it's just special.
He's my forbidden fruit. Yeah. It's got me acting like I'm some kind of animal. The way it looks at me, I don't feel like a girl no more. What you want from me? Arch my back like it's supposed to be. I do it properly. Ooh,
I do it properly. I like the percussionness, like the rhythm of that. You know what I mean? It just hit. It drove, and then when the band dropped out, there's no other rhythm. Like, I just think that the percussiveness of the writing is really, really clever, right? I like this band setup too. Is this a Taylor buddy's playing? Taylor acoustic? I don't know what this bass is either, but it's wild looking. If I ever buy a bass, it's gonna be a fun color, because why wouldn't it be? But it sounds great, man. It sounds great. I don't know if he's got some synthy thing going on or some sort of subharmonics thing, but it sounds like there might be a synth or a keyboard or something playing a little low with them too. But if it's just the two of them, man, whatever they got going on sounds fantastic. Yeah, let's keep this going.
Sorry,
I gotta back up.
What you want from me? Arch my back like it's supposed to be. I do it properly. Ooh, set the scene and feature me. Touch on me, get on your knees. I'll take the lead. I got the energy. Oh, and I'm meant to be. So promise me, when I'm done, you I believe. 'Cause boy, I need to take the lead. So match my energy.
Great harmonies, man. Great harmonies. And I'm sitting here thinking okay, what's the approach, right? So the one in the middle, I'm sorry, I don't know their names yet. I will get there. The one in the middle was singing the lead, but she was singing a head voice, a falsetto, and it was quite soft. And there's a counter melody or a lower harmony that was a little bit more present, but in the mix, they balance each other really well for the harmony. And I just think that's really clever. I had a choir instructor once have me as a tenor, or maybe a baritone in high school, whatever the kind of position called for. He had me sing an alto line because he liked the color that my falsetto added to the chord. So I couldn't sing as loud as the altos, but I could sing the pitch, and just the timbre that my falsetto added, he liked it in the chord. And I think that that's kind of a similar kind of a takeaway from how they're approaching these. And I think it's very, very clever. Very, very clever.
So miss my energy. Take the lead. Boy, it's the perfect time. Seems like you read my mind. You know just what to do and how to bring my thoughts alive. So take your time. Undress me tonight.
Dug everyone's verses so far. Fantastic.
Acting like I'm some kind of animal. When you look at me, I don't feel like a girl no more. What you want from me? Arch my back like it's supposed to be. I do it properly. You are. Set the scene and feature me. Touch on me, get on your knees. I'll take the lead. Baby, I got the energy. Baby, I got it. Oh, when I'm meant to be.
man, great riff. I was imagining on like a guitar, like a saxophone or something, and like you can like see it almost. I love that. I'm glad there is a drummer here, man. This is a cool looking drum kit. Very R&B looking drum kit. Very like match size and toms. They're very flat and beside each other. You can kind of get like chromatics out of them. Yeah, it's great. You can see the cable snake over here. All these cable runs. Yeah, the production did a good job of this, man. I always look for the cables. Where are the cables? Are they in the way? Are they out of the way in straight lines? Straight lines and 90-degree bends.
Receiving the signs, speaking on my mind. I just want you to come through. I've already set the mood. I'll tell you what to do to me. You're receiving the signs, speaking on my mind. I just want you to come through. I've already set the mood. I'll tell you what to do to me. Set the scene.
All these riffs are so tasty too, aren't they? All these runs. Like I've not once. And like I'm trying to balance. I don't want it to sound like my opinion is that important. But I guess we're watching my reaction. So, but I've thought other runs are super tasty. Like you can overdo that stuff. You can kind of oversell your stuff or yourself in riffs. You see it in guitar players lots where they're just playing guitar solos for guitar players. Nobody else really cares. But like I think everything they've done is very fitting. It's like this kind of ballad, kind of like slow R&B kind of vibe. And like you don't need a bunch of really fast stuff. You can like kind of have teases of it, but you don't need that. You may as well sing and do all the melodies and all the notes for the song, right? And I think so far it's been nothing but addition to the song instead of like overkill or whatever you want to call it, right? That's just my opinion.
Touch on me, get on your knees. I'll take the lead. I'm gonna take it.
There's the keyword.
I got the energy when I'm meant to be. So promise.
Like come on man, that was a great riff in harmony too. Come on.
Take the lead. I'm gonna take it. I got the energy when I'm meant to be. So promise.
And then like you got to think like you got to sit there and practice. So we're gonna do the run and then the hold and then the run again. Like it's not like it's just like okay, here's like a chromatic scale we're gonna do, or here's a pentatonic scale we're gonna do up to the fifth and back. Like that's all rehearsal stuff. That's all stuff you have to practice. And it might seem simple, but unless you've been in that situation, man, it's tough. Like trying to do like shots and like a breakdown with 4 other musicians is so hard sometimes. You got to get it locked in. And once you finally get it, it feels good. And then you do it again and it's not right. And you're like, damn it, I missed one part. Like I love that, man. I love that. That was so clean. One more.
Take it. I got the energy when I'm meant to be. So promise me when I'm done, I believe. 'Cause boy, I need to take the lead. Promise me, baby. So much baby, I got it. Got it. I'll take the lead.
Great outro. Ah, man. Fantastic, man. I thought it was a lot of fun. The ballads and the slow stuff sometimes I find that I get like lost in what to talk about, but it's like they have so much going on and it's so fresh. It's so new for me. I thought it was great, man. I thought it was great. Obviously, they're singing in the same mics. I watched them singing it the last time. They probably owned them, right? Because like, I don't want to show up and have my microphone smell like whatever you were drinking or eating all day. You know what I mean? I'm going to carry my own around. I know how it sounds. I know where it's been. They might even have like a bag or like a stack of like preamps and compressors and stuff that they carry around with them all the time. So they always have the same sound, like the same synergy and everything. I'm pretty sure those are Telefunken M80s, the wireless ones. They're so nice. They're just beautiful microphones. Shout out to Germany, man. The guitar was a Taylor, and the reason I want to talk about that is Taylors are cool, man. They got they're very balanced. So like if I play, I don't know what they were playing, but if I play a G chord, you can hear all the strings evenly, like the low strings as well as the high strings. It's very balanced. And you can also hear like the percussiveness of this pick. Like that gives me vibes of like what that recording sounded like. I don't know how well it's translating, but it's got this like top end to it. But anyways, Taylors are just like, they're really, really balanced guitars. And it's important when you're playing stuff like R&B and you have a lot of high string stuff going on, because like in my Simon and Patrick, the high strings won't be as present as the low strings. It's more like almost like a country guitar, where when you're playing open chords, the low strings resonate lots and the high strings are just kind of there for harmonics. But on the Taylors, they're really balanced. So if he's playing like a bunch of extended chords or like kind of jazzy chords, as we call them, funk chords, we'll say, it'll be a lot more balanced. It'll be a lot more like prominent, and it's easier to play, to be fair. The neck on a Taylor guitar just feels a lot more like an electric guitar than on some acoustic guitars, right? So I love it. I thought it was great. I wish I saw what the drum kit was, but that doesn't really matter that much. But anyhow, my friends, I appreciate this. Go check out the video. I got it in the description box. I got the link in the description box. But until next time, we'll see ya.